ninth chapter of the book of Mishlei, Chochma binta beita, chatzfut amodeha shiva. Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn her 7 pillars. Talks about wisdom, this idea of this embodiment, this feminine idea of chokhmah, the importance of this moral education. And wisdom is the one that built her house because of what wisdom gives. Tovcha tivcha mascha yena af orcha shulchana. She has prepared the feast, mixed the wine, and set the table. Shulchana roteha tikra al gape mirome karet. She sent out her maids to announce on the heights of the town, mi beti yasur heina chasar lev amralo. Let the simple or the fool enter here. To those who have no knowledge, those who have no sense, those who have no seichel, she says, Lechu lachamu vilachami ushetu biyayin masachti. Come and eat my food and drink the wine that I have mixed, right? Come and drink some wisdom. Leave your foolishness. Leave your simple. Don't be a simpleton anymore. Leave it behind. Drink some of the wisdom. Get wiser, get shrewder, get more good moral education. In verse 6, Izvu pita yim v'chiyu v'ishru b'derech bina. Give up that simpleness and you will live a fuller life. Walk in the ways of bina, of understanding, of analysis. Yoser leitz lokach lo kalon mochiach l'rasha mumo. So now we were talking about the peta, the simple person, what the wisdom has to do, and now we turn to a different type of person, the leitz, the scoffer, the cynic. How do you correct? How do you give some musar to the leitz? Or how do you rebuke the wicked person for that which he or she does wrong? Is you have to tell them what they've done wrong. Call down abuse on oneself. Al tocheach leitz pen yisna eka, hochach lechacham v'ye'ehaveka. Here we know this is the case. A lot of people don't like to hear what they've done wrong, don't like to hear any criticism, don't like to hear any ways of making themselves better. Don't rebuke the leitz, the scoffer, the cynic. He will just hate you. A wise person, an intelligent person, if you give them some advice, if you say, this didn't go wrong, they'll love you because they'll realize you're doing it. You're telling them for their own benefit. Tein lechacham v'yechkam od, hodalet tzadik v'yosef lekach. Instruct a wise man. Give some wisdom to a wise man, and that wise person will grow even wiser. Go teach a righteous person a tzaddik, and what will they gain? They'll gain in learning. Tilat chokhmah yirat Adonai v'dat kedoshim bina. The beginning of wisdom is fear of God, and knowledge of the Holy One is what brings this bina. We've had chokhmah and bina. Bina, again, my understanding, more of analysis as opposed to chokhmah, knowledge. Kivi yirbu yamecha v'yosifu lecha shnot chayim. It's like we're about to make a siyum, right? Because through me, this is wisdom. It's not God speaking. This is chokhmah speaking. The religious, the moral education. Through me, your days will increase and your years will be added to your life. Im chachamta lach. V'latzta levatcha tisa. If you're wise, you are wise for yourself. If you're a scoffer, you bear it alone. Meaning, if you're wise, then you will benefit from this wisdom because you'll be able to learn from everybody. You'll be able to learn from any situation. So wisdom will beget further wisdom. And being a scoffer, being a cynic, the negativity is only going to bring you down further. Pasuk Yud Gimel, verse 13, Eshet ksilut homiyah pitayut uval yada yad'ama. The stupid woman bustles about. We talked about the man, now we talked about the woman. She's simple, she knows nothing. V'yoshva lefetach beital kisei merome karet. She sits in the doorway of her house on a chair of heights of the town, right, looking outside. Likro la'ovrei darech hamiyesharim orchotam, calling out to all those who are walking, who go about their own fares. Mi feti yasur heina v'chasar leva amralo. Let all those who are simple enter here, and those who are devoid of sense, she says. So it's just the opposite, right? We start with the chokhmah. My table is prepared. Those who are simple, those who are foolish, those without knowledge, come here so I can educate you, so I can add wisdom to you. If you're wise, you will get more knowledge. You will get greater understanding. You'll become a deeper person. Your life will go longer. And as opposed to this, Those who are just going for something that is a vacuum, that is a waste of time, that is not going to improve them. That's this petty, this is this foolishness, this simpleness. Pasuk Yud Zayin, verse 17, Mayim genuvim yim taku, v'lechem sitarim yin am. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten furtively is tasty. V'lo yada ki rifaim sham, be'imkei sha'ol kiru'eha. But they don't know that the shades are there, that our guests are in the depths of Sheol, right? You think that what they're doing, they think that what they're doing is going to be beneficial, that it's going to be helpful to them, but that's not what's going to happen. They're not going to get anywhere from this petty. This is momentary. You think about, you just, I don't know, instead of doing something that is rewarding, something that is good for you, you waste your time on, I don't know, the internet. You waste your time watching 6 straight hours of TV, whatever it might be. And at the end of time, you realize that that's what you did, and that's what's being said here. There is the wisdom, the chokhmah, and those who are simple can come and can get wiser and can lengthen their life and understand things in a more deep and a particular way. There's the lates, there's the scoffer. The scoffer doesn't want to hear anything is bad, as opposed to the wise person wants to hear if they've done something wrong to improve. And at the end, we have as opposed to the chokhmah, the personification of this wisdom, we have this petty, this foolishness, this simpleton, who's also sitting out there trying to get everybody to come in and trying to influence people's behaviors. And when that happens, when he or she influences, it's that rabbit hole, it's going down, it's the foolishness of just the waste of time, the mind numbing, the brain rot, whatever word we want to use. That's what that is. And people don't know. They'd say, oh, I'm just wasting a little time. I'm just taking it easy. And everybody needs to take it easy. We saw in Tehillim, right, that even God created the Livyatan l'sachek bo, the Leviathan, to play with it, to have some enjoyment. We understand that everybody needs some enjoyment of life, but what it's being said here is behind this petty, this foolishness that's trying to just take away your time. They don't know that that's leading down to the depths of Sheol. It's leading down to a life not of any meaning, and a life not of any depth, and a life not with more wisdom and moral education and goodness, and it's just leading down the wrong road. And that's the sort of the differences that we have here. We have chokhmah and petty as sort of the two different opposites. And there are those who are wise will deepen their wisdom, and those who are scoffers will go against it. They won't listen, and presumably they will go down that road of foolishness, being that they are cynics and foolish, and they do not want to learn anything more. And so that is the the 8th chapter here. So the 8th or the 9th chapter here. The 10th chapter is going to be a little different. We'll start the 10th chapter with the words Mishlei Shlomo. We'll go back, and it will be less of sort of themes like we've had in these the recent chapters, and will be more of sort of separate statements, separate parables with certain themes in them, but less direct than we've seen here in the first number of chapters.